After asking that question, Elife asks Lepping if he thinks the healing spring from the elf tribe could work, adding that they could heat it up using fire magic. Lepping replies that they have already visited the elf tribe and fears that this place will not interest Elizabeth much. He also mentions that what he really wants is a natural hot spring. Annie suggests that near the volcano in the magical territory, hot springs often emerge. She explains that with some development, these could turn into natural hot springs. However, she thinks the place is dangerous, although she adds that for the legendary hero and the demon queen, this detail should not be a problem. In response to this idea, Lepping enthusiastically replies that this is exactly the kind of place he is looking for. He then asks if they could help clear the area and create a spring area, confessing that his intention is to surprise Elizabeth. At the same time, he reflects that since they all have knowledge of magic, the project should not be too complicated. Gigi, willing to collaborate, assures that she will take care of it. However, as she says this, she recalls that the place is near the ruins where the Demon Queen's training took place. This thought leads her to wonder if the hero is implying something with his proposal. On the other hand, Uncle Boss, upon hearing the word clear, immediately deduces Lepping's true intentions. He firmly believes that what Lepping really wants is for them to deal with the new evil spirit that has appeared in that area, making it clear that the task will be much more challenging than it seems. Thus, he turns to Gigi, saying that he will also participate and use all his power to clear the way. She, on her part, gratefully accepts the help and confesses that if everyone works together, they will be more confident in overcoming the challenges ahead. Lepping, satisfied with the collective effort, expresses his joy and comments that he has already made a decision regarding the springs. Calmly, he adds that there is no rush since they have a month to carry out this task. However, in his thoughts, Lepping admits that this time is actually planned as an excuse to enjoy a little more the moment spent with Elizabeth. He reveals that, once that month has passed, he will organize a trip to the springs. The heroes group, unaware of Lepping's true motives, interprets his words differently. Gigi, with determination, says that she will make sure he does not worry, as they will handle everything necessary. At that moment, Lepping bids farewell to the group, walking away while reflecting in silence. The team, on their part, sighs in relief after his departure. It is then that Uncle Boss breaks the silence and warns that in a month, evil will descend near the Death Volcano, located in the demon territory. He declares gravely that neither the hero nor the demon queen will intervene this time, making it clear that they will only be able to rely on. Gigi mentions that this evil is probably a life form from another world, specifically from the Sea of Darkness. She promises to gather more detailed information and send it to everyone once it's ready. Annie, thoughtful, reveals that she is not surprised by the news. While training in the demon territory, her scarlet demon eye constantly sensed a mysterious, latent, and unsettling force emanating from that place. Thus, Elif points out with some relief that they still have a month to prepare. During that time, they must give their best to reach the Demon King's level and face the upcoming challenge. Alpha, with his haughty attitude and nose in the air, interrupts the moment to ask if they really heard everything they need to do. He adds provocatively that, according to him, Lepping only gathered them this time for one reason. However, he doesn't finish his sentence, as at that instant, he and everyone present are suddenly teleported, leaving his words hanging in the air. It is then that the queen grabs the hero by the wrist and firmly drags him inside the house. Once inside, she begins to look at him with desire, declaring that finally, no one can interrupt them. Lepping, confused, asks what is happening. The queen, unafraid to reveal her feelings, responds with determination that, of course, they must continue what they left pending, as there are things that only lovers can do together. filling the house with love. A week passes, and the inhabitants of the house walk quietly through a forest. However, Leping doesn't seem to be in his best shape. His appearance reflects clear physical exhaustion. In his mind, he remembers the moments that led him to this state. When doing household chores, the queen would unexpectedly appear, eagerly announcing that she wanted to be close to him. He also recalls the moment when, while working focused, she would open a teleportation portal just to fall into his arms, whispering that she wanted to cuddle with him. He even recalls the time when, while calmly bathing, she suddenly barged in, proclaiming her desire to be closer to him in the bathtub. Not even when he was deeply asleep could he escape her insistence. The queen appeared again and again, whispering that she wanted to snuggle even more. Tired, Leping once asked her if she was not used to resting in her own space. The queen, without hesitation, replied that she didn't care, and that, from now on, she wanted to sleep with him always. Now, in the present, while walking through the forest, Leping cannot help but wonder how he will ever be able to rest properly if she insists on always being so close to him. Luckily, the hero has something prepared. He pulls from his pocket a small paper bag with the words, "Leping's Power Pills." Alpha, intrigued upon seeing the mysterious package, asks curiously what it is. The hero calmly replies that it is a pill he made using herbs from his garden. He explains that he made them following the secrets of traditional Chinese medicine found in an ancient book forgotten on a shelf. Upon taking one of these pills, he feels his energy return surprisingly, as if a torrent of renewed vitality coursed through his body, refreshing his spirit completely. The sensation was so intense that, laughing, he says he feels like a new man, overflowing with energy in every movement. Alpha, amazed by the effect of the pill, exclaims that it looks incredible and asks excitedly if he can try one. However, the hero firmly denies him. He explains that children cannot consume something so powerful, and besides, Alpha is a sword. The side effects in a being like him are completely unknown, and the risk would be too high. On the other hand, the queen watches all of this with a relaxed expression and an unusually good mood. She thinks to herself that Leping's secrets seem endless, always revealing something new and unexpected. She also reflects on the positive impact her relationship with him has had on her own growth, as, thanks to this connection, she has managed to break through the limitations of the demon level and reach the first star saint level. With an ambitious smile, she considers that once her power increases a few more stars, it will be the perfect time to get even closer to Leping. In her mind, she plans to conceive with him the strongest child of all, someone who will inherit an incomparable power. This idea makes her laugh quietly, while Leping also laughs, as if they both share a thought that brings them even closer together. Alpha, observing the knowing attitude between the two, thinks that since that special night, they seem to be growing more and more connected, as if they resemble each other more and more. The little dog, who was nearby, quickly approaches and seriously warns Alpha to be careful with what he says or does. It reminds him that it's rare for his master to take him out for a walk, and asks him not to do anything that could spoil Leping's good. It is then, while the atmosphere remains calm, that a figure appears in the distance. Gigi, accompanied by a dwarf, calls them from afar. Upon seeing her, Leping immediately understands that they have reached the border of the dwarf. Without wasting any time, Gigi joins them, and with her leading the way, they all enter the mysterious kingdom, ready to face whatever it holds for them. And with that, we've reached the end of this week's chapter. If you made it all the way to the end, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this chapter in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe so our community can keep growing and we can reach more fans like you. See you in the next video. In the meantime, if you're from the near future, I'll leave you the next chapter and a comic you're sure to enjoy. Thank you for being part of this adventure.